Hey everybody, Ken Krushka here. So today I've got this Star-Riter Deluxe. It's really just a Smith Corona Corsair though, around like 1967. England was making these things. That's the cover. It's just there's a Corsair Deluxe and it would have like a a silver plate on the front, but they took the regular Corsair, started calling it the Star-Riter Deluxe. There are none in the typewriter database to look at. But they didn't even bother changing the color. I mean, the case top's the same. Let's see if we can get the... boy, oh boy. Well, right here it says, typewriter and case made in England. So then they brought it back to the U.S., so I suppose they paid the import tax twice. But, at least it didn't get the Lear symbol on it. It does have the cash dollar sign here, so it's an American layout. But before I get this piece off, I had the bottom off and I was cleaning it with that Miracle Clean that I've been talking about. This bottom cover, when you get it off, you have to push the backspace key to get one of the screws with a star washer on it out from under the carriage. The 4 feet on the bottom that would protrude through like so, if you didn't know that they had to come out from the inside, you'd be out here pulling on them and you'd tear that lip edge. So you have to take this bottom cover off, then you can take these out. She cleaned up great though, that Miracle Clean. We're going to do this top rim. And then you'll see how that works, that Miracle Clean. The guy claims it's, throw out all the harmful chemicals in your cupboard and just use Miracle Clean. It's environmentally safe. See, now that's something you don't see every day. I didn't have it up there, but the cat just walked across that Selectric too. That thing works great too, between that little spring that I had to replace and the tab return pulley. She really fixed up well. I'm trying to sell her through the Century grocery store around here. Put a picture up and also post it on my Facebook to some friends and family. And I think I'm going to have to try Craigslist on selling it. So of course then this is just like so to get off. We'll take this to the Miracle Clean and get all that yellow off so you guys can see how that stuff works. A viewer had made a suggestion also about Silly Putty. And I had ordered some then, and it comes in glow in the dark, which is kind of cool because I remember this stuff being gray. And I mean, here this way you can see the the print. You use the Silly Putty in a way that you can, I forget the correct term that he used, but wedging it basically into the the type slug face, and it just lifts the ink out quickly this way. And of course they're so clean there's really nothing to show here at the moment, but I'll play on the word clean. I'm going to be doing a Selectric 1, and when I was a kid we had the Selectric 72, and you don't need to be up there, kitty. And so a typewriter ribbon was left over from back then, so I'm going to be going back to being 4 years old when I crack this open and put it in that one when I get her going. That's going to be awesome. But the word clean, clean coat, clean right, it's nothing but a carbon footprint. So I don't know what the whole clean drive was in sales gimmick or anything. Of course, sell it to them twice, right? Call it a Star-Riter, call it a Corsair. This is a tool I homemade. It's actually a soldering aid, and I might have shown you guys this already, but it's I'm using this end of it. So you take it out of the stem. They're on a plastic handle, and you got one end that's got like a tail, and then you got this side. If you take this out of that plastic handle and you put it into a T-handle, you've kind of recreated the twister, the short one though, but it allows you to get down in those bottom cavities on the older Smith Coronas and stuff. And you got tight bars that you just gotta twist a little bit, or off the pins and stuff. let's go clean this cover, and then here it is. With this Miracle Clean, and I'm waiting on parts for that Olivetti. Now I need a small little piece yet, but I did find a Latera 32 that comes with a case, and it's a good parts unit, so I think I'll get all the pieces I need off of that for that one. This is the Miracle Clean Joe Mangano's with Mighty Molecules. So you just squirt it on there, and this stuff, it's environmentally safe, non-toxic. Pour yourself a glass of it, according to the bottle. So I don't know. When I was in the Coast Guard, I remember a guy saying how there, and of course he was just telling me because he remembered seeing the commercials. Apparently back in the 70s, the guy who would sell Simple Green would drink the stuff just to prove how safe it was. Oh, funny story. I suppose when you're on a boat, there's not much to talk about, though. Anyway, you can brush this a little bit like that. I just can't imagine drinking Simple Green at all, but if you're trying to sell your product to the world as environmentally safe, this will rinse right off, and that'll be that. And so it's kind of slimy, but it's not. It rinses right off your hand too. You don't have to worry about gloving up for this stuff. And because this is all plastic, you can do this in the sink like this. It weighs nothing. But I didn't see anything except Corsairs on the typewriter database. And so one of these days I'm going to get all my typewriters in order and put them up on there myself, because there's some ones that need to be seen for referencing, for whatever. So I don't know. I mean, it's better than it was, right? That's about all you can ask for there. So it's just a soft bristle brush. Could be a toothbrush, Great. Now I got wet hands. That is I got back into kind of typing some poetry of mine, and that allowed me to line up those letters and everything too on the typewriter by actually using that one that said that Sky-Writer that I had, that I put that custom paint job on. I ended up hating it, so I ended up putting a regular body back on her. But it's another matter. But my poetry, it's pretty basic. I don't know if you guys ever read any of my old stuff on there. Probably not. But just as when you feel a certain way, I don't even want to see this. Sitting in the bathroom, turning off the lights, though it still comes in from under the door. It goes on. You're playing in a tree house amongst the treetops. Who will answer the door when they come? Come to earth, come back to reality. Then I wrote one to my ex-girlfriend, who we stay in touch through Facebook, but that's how it goes when you own a typewriter, I guess. So, alright guys, well, the Corsair is a Star-Riter Deluxe. Have a good day, everybody.